It's time for another hardcore stream, boys, as always, as per the weekday schedule. But anyway, how are you guys doing? Hope you're having a pretty nice day so far. If not, then hopefully this day is going to make your day, or hopefully the stream will make your day a little bit better, not like the day. I highly doubt like a Monday is going to make everyone's days a little better, but anyway. How you doing, by the way? Linda, Ghost Skywalker, Cornflake42, Yeety, Linda, Ortho, I already said Linda before, Ortho, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹 Big Bang, and also 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶, who's unfortunately sick, but at least they able to watch the stream today, so that's pretty pog. If you need to go into school, Linda, go to school right now, or else you're gonna be in trouble, so yeah, you do what you need to do. God, I cannot talk properly anymore. My brain is kind of fried. It's been very, very warm here in Auckland as of recently. The temperature of this room reached like 27 degrees Celsius, so that's lovely. So hopefully I'm not going to be boiling alive today in today's stream, but so far it's been cooling off a little bit, so I guess there's a bit of hope on how things have been going on, I guess. But yeah, it's been pretty whack. Yeah, pretty whack in general in terms of like how the heat has been like managing here in Auckland and all that stuff. When were you building 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶? What do you mean when were you building 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶? Like we started building 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶 back in July 1st of 2020, so that's how long that project has been a thing. Anyway, let's just go and make sure we don't have any random stuff here, because we still need to deal with like a crap ton of a lot of floor plans we still need to arrange as far as I know. But also, I'm finally able to get this sorted out, by the way. If you do !guide, I should probably add !guides, but if you do !guide in the chat, you'll be have a nice sort of like sort of command prompt? Yeah, nice command prompt that will tell you a little bit more what the color stained glass means. So in case people start asking the heck out of me about what the heck this is all about, at least you'll know what these stained glass colors mean a little bit, except for red. I mean, red is pretty much like the default color that we're using right now, but if you do !guides, that's gonna help you a little bit about what these types of stained glass mean, because I really don't want to keep repeating it once in a while every single stream, because it'll be very tedious. But anyway, let's see if we can continue on working around through here, I guess. Also, I got myself a new keyboard because I finally like was sick about like one of my sorry, not one of my keyboards, but like my old keyboard suddenly having some weird issues with like the left control key and stuff like that, and it's also been looking pretty messy. So I kind of like got a new keyboard, so I'm double checking if this is gonna work, because I've suddenly had some weird key issues with this keyboard, but now once I restarted the computer it magically stopped. So I don't know what to say about this keyboard yet until hopefully that issue does not come back again, but the fact that it happened once most likely will happen again. But yeah, I have no idea what to really expect from this. But anyway, we're gonna do some more hardcore chill stuff as always. Nothing really too much changing the schedule, I guess, so we're just gonna be chilling. Just chilling today, doing the hardcore things, and that's pretty much it, because who else would not really want to keep doing that, honestly? It's either that or we just deal with like a crap ton of like I mean, I don't even know what other alternatives do we like usually do, like apart from like doing these chill building streams most of the time. I like doing the chill building streams though. It's pretty like it's somewhat relaxing in some sort of degree or way, I guess. On the one hand, you're not doing anything too exciting and whatnot, but on the other hand, you're able to chill a little bit and just, I don't know, just relax a little bit, I guess. While like other stuff you need to do, you just get stressed all the time and whatnot. This is pretty good. Hill climb racing, if that's what it is? I've never heard of that before. Whatsoever. I've never heard of what that game is before. Alright, anyway, throw that over there. Don't want to deal with like leather in my inventory, because that would be really annoying. Always would be really annoying. Oh my god. Why am I so bad at placing down glass? What the frick? Alright. Anyway, how you doing, by the way, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹? Hope you're doing pretty well. You're free to like just lurk and all that stuff, so no worries then, mate. Okay, so I definitely need to split this into two buildings, but I have no idea where the separation should be. So maybe around through here? Building like a separation over here would make a little bit of sense. So yeah, I'll put something over here, I guess. trying to think where exactly would the entranceway of this building would be. Maybe it's gonna be like an entranceway over here would make a bit of sense, but then again, it would be interesting to have like an entranceway over here where there will be access to getting up towards that cliff face, I guess, or terrace. But then again, it would look pretty terrible just to have like people just walk in front of like this area here. So maybe like a doorway over here would work out, but I have no idea how the heck that's gonna look. So I guess we'll have to experiment once we start building the actual building, I guess. Because this will be a little bit interesting, I guess. I keep saying I guess, I swear to God. There we go. Move this over here. Just mind your own business, piglins, and we'll just vibe together, I guess. Not vibe together, but like we'll just mind our own businesses away from each other, I guess. Alright, there we go. Add that, and add a little bit of this. Oh my god. I told you to frick off. Thank you. Alright, for this building, I don't know how this building is supposed to be looking at, or what this building should look like. I don't even know if I should add like other windows over here or not, but considering that this seems a little bit bland, I might add like a bit of extra windows over here. Just add a little bit of extra variety. Alright. I don't know how the frick do I structure this. You know what, frickin', I'm just gonna add like a bit of an expansion over here. Also, I have no idea what you did at school, and I don't know if I really would care, because usually sometimes people just share like very weird stories sometimes about like school, but it depends on what you've been doing in school, really, Sir. I mean, feel free to share anyway, but I'm pretty much like in like the sort of mood where I just want to chill for today, so I don't know if I would really care too much about it. No offense, by the way. I just realized that this is gonna look whack if I put some basalt pillars over here, so I guess this will be a basalt pillarless building. I don't know. I'm trying to make sure that there's like a good variety of like buildings with like basalt pillars in them and stuff like that, but it's not looking good. Some of the buildings are just not going to be friendly to basalt pillars, I guess. Well, that's what all I need to hear. Thank you very much, Ramil, for sharing that. I hope that you're okay, I guess. Alright, there we go. Let's see. I don't think I'm missing too much about this area over here. Should I have like another extended area over here or not? I mean, I guess it would make sense if I have like something over here as well, so. Alright, let's go and add a little bit of an expansion over here, or extrusion. There we go. I really need to like emphasize on like very specific architectural words? Is that the word? Or building words? God, I'm so bad when it comes to like getting the terminology in my head that much. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that over there, I guess. This is gonna be a very interesting building because it's pretty symmetrical, so it's gonna be hard for me to like figure out how to make this a little bit more unique looking, I guess. So yeah, I don't know how that's going to go. Yeah, that looks pretty alright. Let's quickly add the walls, or the wall blocks for these buildings here. Should I label where there would be like some sort of like I don't know if it would like a label of like showing where all the windows are for each building would make any sense. It might be beneficial, but who knows. Yeah, we're gonna let the quartz pillars like see through into the interior because I have no idea how else I'm gonna like tackle this area anyway. Yeah, let's put like a block over here. Got a lot of matching with like the soundtracks I've listened to. Let's get some more black glass into our inventory. Might as well put my other wristband on because my freaking like arm is scratching against the surface of my freaking table. Can you shut the frick up? Thank you very much, Piglin. I'm gonna really hope that Mojang's gonna finally fix that like weird like piglin interaction, hopefully in like a future snapshot, because I swear to God that's gonna get into my head very fast. But anyway, let's see here, adding nice wall blocks over here. I mean, there's not really wall blocks, but just wall guides over here, I guess. Whoops, fix that. No, I don't want red glass. There we go. So that's fine-ish. I just realized this should also be completely filled in. There we go. A bit of variety between like quartz pillars and inside over here and not over here. We might add some basalt pillars over here actually, just to make it look a little bit more rigid. One over here, nah. It'll look kind of whack if it has like a sun basalt pillar over there. Alright, looking pretty good. I mean, I really don't want to just go into like the different ways, honestly, but whatever. Alright, let's see here. The other side I like they didn't stream for some reason. It could be for like personal things, honestly. Pretty coincidental if they're not streaming all at the same time, so I have no idea. Am I missing something? I might sort of like expose like where the freaking bloody like quartz pillars are going to be, so that makes a little bit of like sense, I guess, and also frees up a little bit more extra space around through here. I can add like a nice double door over here. Let's see how that would go. Am I talking too much? If saying that you bang your head very hardly out loud in the chat is a bit too much, I would agree, honestly. And I feel like after a while it just gets kind of whack, so probably it's best you just not really mention those things. So yeah, probably for the best. Like, I prefer a dead chat over a very wacky chat, and I really want to just clamp down on having very wacky chatters nowadays now. Because so far, like, I think there's like multiple times where I've like been way too, soft, if that's the right word? Or lenient, I guess. About like people being like very whack, thinking that, oh, if I like get rid of them, it's gonna destroy my viewership and whatnot. But I just became extremely drained or emotionally drained having to deal with like so many people saying very wacky topics, and I couldn't really do much stuff about telling them to like shut up and all that stuff, so really need to crack down on those sort of things now and just focus on just maintaining the vibes that I want, because if I don't, then I suffer. And that's really something that should really act as like a big tip to like a lot of streamers as well. If you're trying to aim for like a vibe that you want, make sure you aim for that vibe, and if people don't follow that vibe, you have to do something about it, or else it's just gonna damage you. It's really damaging. And like both emotionally and also like energy wise as well, so not great for streaming and not great for streamers in general, or content creators in general either. Anyway, let's see here, double check that like all these areas are filled in. Oh my god, you freaking piglins. I mean, sure, I could wear like a golden helmet and they will not be angry at me, but then again, hoglins do not give a shite either, so whatever, I guess. Okay, how the hell do I make this into like a good looking building? Do I need to split this up? Part of me wants me to split this up, but at the same time, part of me also doesn't want to split this building up. I mean, then again, I don't know what the final like sort of look for this building would be, so it's probably gonna be whatever. Let's also like expand some bits of it just to make it look a little bit asymmetrical. Just to make it a little bit more interesting. Frick, that's the wrong block. I was trying to get like the gray freaking block, but I keep using the wrong hotkeys for them. Alright, that stays there. Alright, there we go. Bit of asymmetrical depth into each other, which looks a little bit interesting, I guess. Have a huge expansive space over on this side. This side is a little bit more... Should I like make this into like a bit of an indent? So that way this is just one whole building, but it will look a little bit more unique to look at from afar, I guess. And like a small bit of it just chopped out, just out of existence, just for whatever purpose, really. See if that will be like an interesting sort of idea. Oh, whoops, I don't want to remove that yet. Alright. That seems a bit tight, but at the same time, it's interesting, which is kind of the point of these types of buildings, I guess. Then we can add, like, this is going to be a very interesting sort of cross-section over there. Maybe I should not put them over there. Do I want to, like, have, like, the accents over there? No, I want the quartz over here. That should look pretty alright. Would that work? Building guidelines is very hard. People say that I'm like a pretty good builder, and clearly they have not seen me trying to like plan out some proper buildings, I guess. Then again, this is actually the first time in like actually no, this is the second time that I've like done like actual planning in like the hardcore world in order to do like any sort of buildings, because I remember doing like some sort of like, not schematic, but like a bit of a floor plan for the super smelter I built for this world. And that was really handy with like identifying what is the sort of what's the word? perimeter of how big the entire building is and how much I need to like also landscape and terraform and all that stuff. So that was also pretty like pretty helpful. So I guess this is like the second like most adopted sort of like a form of floor planning I've done in like any sort of project. But this one is also more prevalent because we're working on like an actual city anyway, so it makes a bit of sense. This doesn't have a lot of space. Then again, I don't know if I want to get rid of that. I should probably like shorten this one off, so that way this can act as a bit of like a something. I don't even know what to describe it, but like a library of some kind? I don't know. Also, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶, if you have no idea what we're working on, for whatever reason, you can do !project or building as always. Throat's already dying. But yeah, !project and !building are always going to be there just to tell you about what we're working on. And if it doesn't give you enough, information, then well, that's going to be a bit awkward then. But yeah, then that should help a little bit with like explaining what we're working on. Alright, so I guess we can fit in like a crap ton of like basalt pillars on the sides here. Because there's like a lot of edges that we can exploit, I guess, for putting basalt pillars. Okay, but why does 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶 music have to be so good to listen to? Then again, I can't wait for like the OST for Sonic Frontiers to drop next month, so I guess that's the closest we'll ever get to like a proper Sonic 06 Symphony sort of like OST of some kind. I mean, technically it's a different game, but whatever. Okay, this has to be multiple buildings, because I cannot think of like a single building that will occupy this entire space. So we'll probably do something about that, maybe. Maybe our next run, when it comes to like finishing up all the floor plans, once we're done with all of that, I guess, the next thing we're probably going to need to do is label each building, or like put a sign down in like each of the floor plan that we see of each building, and like highlight what this building's purpose is going to be, whether it's going to be like a library, like a residential building, or a commercial building. Because yeah, compared to like Ice Nemesis, this is probably like the most organized way of like building a city that I've ever done. And hopefully that'll remain the way that I want to build cities from here on out, because Ice Nemesis was extremely rough. There was so many shortcuts and so much like bad practices that I did not want to like carry on for like the next project. So yeah, that's gonna be lovely. By the way, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶, if you did not get the Whisper, try and do !project again, or double check that your Whisper privacy settings are enabled to like allow messages from anybody. So if you go to your channel settings, I think, or I don't actually remember what the exact settings was. I think it was like security settings or something like that on Twitch. Double check that your Whisper like settings are turned into like everybody, or receive messages from anybody, and then try and do !project again. It could possibly just be some weird like moderation. I don't know what the exact like issue is, because Stream Elements should be like a good enough like bot, or well-known enough bot, to like be able to be sending messages or stuff through whispers, but apparently a lot of people have been getting problems with that for whatever bloody reason, so that's kind of bizarre. Alright, anyway. Let's see. Let's make this a little bit uneven. Just like so. So I just want to highlight or pinpoint like areas that we can work out like a sort of division between these two building entities here. Yeah, this might work. I think that's a bit too narrow actually. So let me just quickly go over here. I love it when birds decide to like interrupt the stream as well. Yeah, I guess this kind of works. This is a pretty big like building, if I do say so myself. So this will be a bit of a interesting thing to like deal with. I don't know where would there be like a proper entrance way. Maybe like an entrance way somewhere over here, considering that there's like no common like openings over here, I guess. So maybe like an entrance over here would make a bit of sense. Do 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 do. All right, over here. I'm gonna run out of like gray glass pretty soon, so let me just... Actually, no, I think we should have... No, I'm gonna quickly restock on gray glass because I'm definitely gonna eat through all that supply pretty fast. There we go. Alright, there we go. Should be fine. So if I got a stream elements not working today, I'm gonna be very mad. Exclamation mark project. Well, it's working for me, so you might need to just like probably like wait for a little bit and then try again, because for whatever reason it's not seemingly working for you. Well, I just did it, and so far it seems to be working for me, so I have no idea why Stream Elements is acting very bizarre for you. Let's see. I need to quickly hide that notification, because that's going to be really annoying pretty fast. Hide, you frick. There we go. What's the project name? It's called Crimson City. You could try to do exclamation mark Crimson City, and hopefully that's also going to push that sort of like whisper thing to you, because that's also another alternative that I have for, or like an alias for the command. So yeah, we have a doorway over here. Where the frick would this doorway be? Over here? Would I build a doorway for this building over here? I mean, I guess it makes a bit of sense if it's over here, I guess. I'm not going to say what I'm going to build after Crimson City, because it's still like kind of up to debate for me. It might be like another city project. It might also just be something else, so who knows. There is like three secret projects I'm still working on in the background, so still pretty much like fair play to whatever I want to do, or for whatever I want to do for like the next major project, I guess, but it's whatever. Let's see, let's put like a extrusion over here, see how that will look. I know I always remove that. I should just remove like the corners over here, because technically it doesn't really matter if there's like a gap over there or not. Whoops, wrong block. Alright, looking pretty good. I feel like there should be like two entrances, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to put two entrances there, so probably just leave it as it is, I guess. Then over here, this can be a little bit extruded, so that way we have like a little bit of extra space over here. This area is very plain, so let's try and like add like an extra like sort of extrusion over in this distance, and that's gonna be working hopefully pretty fine for that. God, love listening to Formed by the Glaciers. It's always such a rockin' nice track to listen to. Yeah, I have no idea what the hell I'm gonna put over here, so we're probably just gonna like improvise something over here, just to make this a little bit more fancy-ish, but I kind of wanted to keep it flat, I guess. Alright, let's quickly put like the wall outline to see how that will look. Definitely this keyboard's a little bit more louder compared to like the Logitech one I had earlier. That has a nice sort of satisfying press or like key switch, I guess. So that's pretty good, I guess, for me to type on. As long as it doesn't get too annoying. Whoops. There we go. Alright, so how would this area manage, I guess? I guess we can try and like do... I'm gonna move the freaking wrist rest. It's super like... It's not in a very comfortable position for me. Let's see... Yeah, we're gonna build like a sort of like normal... like wall arrangement for this area here. Where's the freaking doorway again? I actually forgot where the doorway is supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be over here. Yeah, directly where the cross-section is. Not cross-section, the intersection is. Oh my god. I'm so bad with my terminologies today. Did that wrong. Alright, looking pretty good. Alright, so that looks pretty well established. Let's see if we can try and like fit in some extra... Oh my god, this freaking wrist rest. Jesus Christ here. Alright, anyway. Let's see if we can try and like fit in some... Would it be appropriate to build like a basalt pillar over here? I guess maybe. I don't know if that would be a good idea, but whatever. Actually no, let's skip that idea. Because it would not really fit in with the rest of the scenery over here, I guess. Maybe one over here, though. Maybe that will work out pretty well for us. That's not going to really benefit from any of that. It's really hard to figure out if I want to put basalt pillars or any sort of like basalt accents around through here, because it would look kind of... I mean, it most likely would look kind of ugly in some areas. Would I want to put one over there? But that will show like in the internal, like the inside of the rooms, I guess. Okay, I'm probably gonna leave it as it is for now, because I guess it's a pretty good floorboard or like a layout for the buildings over here. But if I like start adding some random details to it, I don't think it's gonna look really nice. So leaving it as it is would hopefully be fine, I guess. Right, is that most of the buildings or like plot areas I want to or can work on, I guess, that I left out for last stream? I guess we have to like work on something over here, I guess, which makes sense. Again, I have no idea how we're gonna like arrange like some sort of way to go down over here, so that's gonna be a little bit interesting, I guess, for us to deal with. In the meantime, I'm gonna get rid of the perimeter over here. Or not get rid of it, just like lay out a perimeter, so that way we know what the sort of like width and the length of the building should be. Okay, that's a bit too close to the edge there. I really haven't accounted for the fact that some of them might be double-story or whatever like that. But oh well, at least I'll just deal with that once I'm doing the actual buildings for these actual buildings. Alright, anyway. God, I love listening to that track. Alright. Gonna add ourselves the quartz pillars and outlines over here. Hopefully that looks pretty good. And I'm running out of orange. Actually, no, we still have like a stack of orange glass. I'm blind. So we still have like an amount of orange glass we can use, so that's fine for us. Gonna have to make sure all those areas are in. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to split this into like 2 different buildings. So maybe like add the split over here. That would make a little bit of sense. We add that split over there. Alright, add some accent blocks here. Surrounding all the walls, and hopefully it will not look completely ugly AF to look at after all of this. Why am I this bad at like placing down blocks? Holy frick. Alright, straight line directly through here, because I am not bothering with adding like curvy or like diagonal freaking walls over there, like, because that'll be a nightmare to build out of. Okay. Let's see here. Let's add nice extrusion over in this direction here, up to this point. Yeah, 3 block wide, sort of like entranceway. That's pretty nice. Alright. Looking pretty good. Let's add some orange around, maybe somewhere around here. Add like a nice sort of window extrusion over here. After a while, once you're like starting to like able to get used to like putting all these floorboards down, you're able to recognize a lot of the building patterns that you've identified and all that stuff. So it's really handy to keep that in check, I guess. It's a big pog for use for mail for you to find some popcorn. Why is my throat really wanting me to like suffer today? Maybe it's the humidity of this room all of a sudden. It is getting quite warm. Alright. Let's see. Should I have the entrance over here? I guess it would make a bit of sense if I have the entrance over here, I guess. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish. Or actually over here. Yeah, that kind of work. You probably need to get some like proper rest and probably like a what's a word? Proper like medical checkup, considering that you said earlier that you hit your head very badly. So that could also be the reason why you're feeling that sort of weird like head pain after a while. I mean, yeah, if you said you hurt if you hurt your head pretty badly, I would definitely check that out, because that seems pretty yikes. Alright, there we go. Would we be able to fit like a bunch of basalt pillars? I guess we can. Definitely around these edges over here. Let's add some basalt pillars over here, because why not? We can basically afford that, I guess. Should I make an extrusion over here? I mean, it would make sense. I want to challenge myself if I can try and make like a cardboard box a little bit more interesting to listen to. JC, everything you do says, what is that melody? It's 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹 𝗟𝗏. It's the same melody you've heard, maybe very close to the like the same like 10-hour video of like a ferret like walking in like in multiple directions. It's roughly around the same like that same melody, you know. I mean, then again, this is a cover track. It's a nice track though. I really like listening to this track. It's not the 10-hour version one though, so at least no one's gonna go immediately insane from listening to this. Should be fine over there. Should be fine everywhere, I think. I don't know if I should add more basalt pillars, but you know what? I'm not gonna like touch that boundary unless I've like dealt with that, I guess. You missed a red glass block. But where? What do you mean like I miss a red glass block? I don't even know what you're talking about. Also, Adu, how you doing by the way, Adu? Can you share your settings for what the world time thing is? Okay, let's quickly scroll down over here. Here's the settings that I use for the world time thing. I put in like a day, just like normal like words day, with like what's the word again? Apostrophes, I think. Yeah, apostrophes. Bleh, apostrophes between the words for letters for day, so that way it would not count as like the formatting text and whatnot. So that's how you get the day counter for the game, and this is how you get the time in your own time, I guess. Hours, minutes, seconds, and Z is the indicator to tell you what time zone I believe it is. I can't remember if it's supposed to be AM or I think it's just like an indicator of what time zone you're in right now. So that's basically what Z is. And X, Y, Z, that's the coordinate format. Alright, hopefully you screenshot all of that, because I'm not going to show that again. I'm kidding, but like at the same time, at least you should have like screenshotted it. Anyway, very handy, I guess, GC, everything you do. You guys can't see everything that I do, I guess. Okay. So we got that area sorted out, and that looks pretty alright, I guess. The floor areas, or not the floor areas, the sort of like layout, that's a word, I can't even speak English anymore. The sort of layout of the city looks pretty okay-ish. I mean, there's like areas that I wish I could improve on, but at the same rate, it's not too bad either. I'm not gonna really change anything too major if it's like, if it's good enough for me to work on in the first place, and so far everything looks to be pretty good. Should I expand a little bit over in this direction? One part of me wants me to do that, but also another part of me doesn't want to like interfere too much with this side of the entire city. I might as well do this area, I guess, because it will look kind of ugly if I don't do anything about that later on. So let's quickly deal with that. You can do ! project, by the way, JC, everything you do, if you want to know what the city name is. Anyway, how you doing, by the way, VK Green? Welcome back. Hope you're doing okay. I don't have my axe with me, so that's a lovely... Hey! Lovely. Excellent. Frick me. Land. Thank you. When did you get a gifted sub? I mean, you can always double check on who gave you the gifted sub. And it also should also give you the data when you got that gifted sub as well. If I can make a solid guess on who gave it to you, it probably would be from 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶, because she has been gifting way too many subs out of her paycheck sometimes, but then again, she says she's financially fine, so I guess I cannot complain too much about that. And it was, indeed. Of course it would be 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶. Really supportive, though. She's really nice. Ah! Land on the mother-freaking blaze stem, you freaking bloody piece of shite. Okay, fine. Fine, I'm just gonna use one of you to like land on top over there, because you are really not wanting to cooperate. Alright, go over here. Do 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 do. Don't need any of that. Alright, so we can expand a little bit of the roads from this area over here to somewhere over there, I guess. Definitely right up towards the edge. I don't know if I should add like railings to like any of the cliff face edges though. On the one hand, I should probably do it just for the sake that AI can be kind of stupid sometimes, but at the same time, I have no idea. Do I really need to like share my thoughts about like verification on Twitter and the fact that it's like kind of stupid for what it is right now? I mean, everything's in shambles. That's probably like all on Elon's fault, I guess, because so far all the shots he's making has just been very, very bad. So that's all I can really say about that. No, I doubt Twitter would implode though, because while Twitter is dying, it's technically, and like it's only just its features, I guess, are just dying. I don't think the entire platform itself is going to be exploding anytime soon, unless it goes completely and utterly like bankrupt and the servers die. I don't understand this chat whatsoever. Can you piss off? Freaking bloody idiot over there. Okay, you can piss off as well. Goodbye. Thank you very much, Twitch developer 123, for that very humorous joke, as you can clearly tell by my very laughing manner right now. I'm kidding, it's terrible. Again, what is up with these, like, Twitch chat, like, comedians? Like, I don't even know if this is, like, a very common thing, but it's been very common on this wacky Twitch chat. How many people just usually just come in and just act like thinking that, oh, sharing jokes is going to be a great idea, and then they share their joke and it's absolutely terrible. It's, like, bruh. Like, I've seen good jokes, but usually comedians go to, like, place where comedians work best and not the Twitch chat. Alright, anyway, let's go over here. Oh my lord, okay. You guys are everywhere, aren't ya? Boop, and boop, and boop. There we go. Things look pretty alright, I guess, over here. Alright, let's see. Would it be better to fit like a road through here, or would it be better if I just have a road just starting over here, I guess? I guess the formal would make more sense, especially with like the amount of real estate we only have. So let's just put like an area over here, I guess. This is gonna be a very, very small like plot of land to work with, so I don't know if that's gonna go very well or not. I probably should just move the road actually a little bit to the left, so that way it has like a direct path towards hopefully where a staircase or an elevator area would be. What in the frick is also going on over there? You guys are just acting like weirdos over there. Let's see. Whoops, I'm broken with my fists. Good job, me. Anyway, Hammond says hi. It says, hey, I thought I would just randomly... Why did I hit you? Why the frick did... You know what? It's not even gonna, like, rain freaking piglins, so you're just all alone. Get wrecked. Anyway, Hammond says hi. It says, hey, I just randomly thought... Oh, sorry. I thought I'd just randomly stop by to remind you how amazing you are, and I hope you had an amazing day. I mean, my day's been kind of whack. Well, not whack. It's been pretty lazy, but whatever. But anyway, I'm super proud of you. Please never forget that. I mean, appreciate it, though, Hammond. Appreciate you sharing the good vibes like that. I mean, yeah, I appreciate your, like, chill vibes, though, Hammond. Pretty nice. Oh, wholesome vibes, actually. That's a bit more better. Holy frick. Okay, fine. You guys are pissed that I accidentally hit some of your, like family, I guess. But you're not exactly swarming me? Okay. Well, they'll gradually come in like, larger numbers, but for the meantime, I guess if we can somewhat chill. Alright, let's continue on the road, like, over here. What's the most amount of viewers? I don't actually know, because I think it's probably well over like 1,000, but that's through like a host of some kind from the front from like the front page or whatnot, so I have no idea. Anyway, my username is changing in a few days to Wholesome Hamo, purely for the fact that I'm the way I am. I mean, that's pretty good, because only 1% of like Twitch chatters I've seen are often like those people who are really wholesome and stuff like that. The other 99 are either a mixture of people who are trying to be very, very edgy, or I don't know, just normal Twitch chatters, I guess, who just often are like toxic gamers sometimes. So it's lovely. It's a lovely experience, but we also need like a bit of wholesomeness in some people's chats sometimes, because it's nice to just chill out. But unfortunately, this chat is not one of them. For the most part, I guess. Alright, there we go. Looking pretty alright. Let's do like a nice sort of direct route or continuation of this road over here. Have that reach towards the edge, because that would make a bit of sense. There's also this one like long ass road I just realized. We ain't wholesome, we cool. That's not really a great trait, honestly. Have you ever had to ban anyone from your streams? Yeah, multiple times. Like, I really should do that more often, the more times I keep seeing people just be a whack in the chat. Also, I purposely, like, name it strems without an A. It's a funny thing for myself, I guess. But yeah, if like some Twitch streamers are not banning anybody, it's just gonna be really stupid. Everything's just gonna be a chaos if people cannot ban people or moderate the chat in general. All right. Maybe I should just like not have this road connect over to this road over there. Just have this like straight off like that. Could that work pretty well? Because that might actually work alright, I guess. Kind of makes sense for like a city, I guess, for that sort of like pathway to just end like abruptly. Alright, let me just quickly grab some more white glass and continue on a little bit. Oh god, we're running low on white glass though. I mean, we still have like huge reserves of glass, but then I just realized how much white glass we're probably going to need, and I'm actually kind of scared that we might run out of glass in like a few days, I think. So that's going to be pretty horrifying for us. Okay, let's shorten this off by like an extra 3 blocks over here. Just for the sake of there being a little bit of extra space over in this area here, I guess. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Nice sort of plot of land for a building over here. Multiple buildings or whatnot over here makes sense. A bit of a smaller building over there right next to death. Or maybe a wall, I have no idea, honestly. And that seems to be pretty promising. Let's see if we can actually, yeah, let's quickly see if we can try and, like, develop some of the areas over here as well, considering that we're almost finished with that portion of the city. So let's go and drop all that back in the shulker boxes. Move this back over here. Ow. Go back over here. Go back over here and see what else we can kind of draw out as terms of roads. Maybe have like a single road going through here, or maybe a road through over here. I think it would make a bit of sense if there was like a road-ish coming from over here, but I might be wrong. At the same time, like, I don't know how well these sort of like infrastructure should look like, so let's see how that will work. Jesus, it's still bloody warm in this room. Today 7,200, by the way. Only 15 more Minecraft days until I can finally change the title. Change the title to something that's less memeful, I guess. But yeah, a lot of our day counter progress has really slowed down thanks to us working in the nether quite a lot. Which I guess is both interesting and also whack in some ways, but mainly interesting. Fall down there. Alright, there we go. We have these huge plot areas over here, I guess. We can add like multiple buildings and see how we can work with that, I guess. Probably don't want to put too much roads around through here because that'll be a bit too clustered, I feel like. Maybe an extra road through here. Maybe that'll look pretty okay or not, but I have no idea. Maybe just a direct road over here, just to like intersect maybe with some sort of road that'll go around through these terraces. I don't know how that's gonna work actually. I've not actually given much thought about how the terrace roads are gonna work. God, my freaking ankle's itchy. Thank you very much, ankle. Whoops. There we go. Got that road sorted out. Let's see if we can try and like send the road over in this direction. Have you ever heard, by the way, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶 of what an HDMI port is, or a display port, or a USB-C like connector is? Then that's honestly just researching that would help you a little bit on how to connect a laptop to a monitor. As long as you know the differences and also know what your laptop's ports are, then that's a few ways that you can learn how to like connect a laptop to a monitor. It's actually pretty easy. Alright, there we go. Don't even have the right tools for it. Frick me. I need more white glass. So far I can't even break the 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹 boxes. I'm so good at this game. Okay, so we need more white glass. I still have a crap ton of white dye I can utilize, so I can still do something about that. Throw this over here. Hopefully this will be enough like bone meal and like white dye to continue making some more white glass, I guess. But we're gonna be eating out of like our glass like reserve, which is gonna be not great in the long term. Which means we probably need to like yeah, we definitely would need to like dig up even more sand later on in the future, which is gonna be a lot of fun and definitely would not be very grindy, but that might just have to be like the reality of what we need to do for this entire city, I guess. Just even more grindy, like not glass, like sand mining and stuff like that. Oh well, just when I thought like our struggles are gonna be over. But hey, at least it's a little bit more satisfying, I guess, than having to place down blocks all the time. Dump this over here. Moving this. Oh, frick, I left it behind. Alright, there we go. And Surmail's gonna be start lurking, I guess. Yeah, a little bit of roads over there, because we're still working on like the roads a little bit in this this direction. Which makes me question how on earth would I want to put the road in this direction, I guess. How would the road be formed anyway? Maybe there'll be like multiple like ways to get up over here if I like have the road just paved down over through here, I guess. I mean, that could work. That could work a little bit. So let's see if I can like develop the road over here. Or like a road over here, I guess, not the road. It's gonna make me wonder, would I need to name, or would it be possible to really name each street? Because, you know, like, in real life, there's gonna be streets that are, like, named after people and whatnot, so if it's possible, maybe I can, like, name, like, certain streets out of, like, viewers or whatever like that, but at the same time, how in the bloody hell is that gonna be organized? Because I have no idea. How do I, like, label, like, a street? Yeah, how do I like, label a street properly? With, like, different names and whatnot. Because we cannot make a map. We cannot make really a map in the Nether. So, like, knowing which street is like available and whatnot, it's gonna be a bit tedious. It could be a channel point redemption, but at the same time, how do I organize that? It's not really the method of like how do I like set that up. It's really how do I make sure that like the entire thing is actually gonna be possible. So anyway. Probably just stick to like focus on building for now, because I have no idea what else to think about. Also, I'm very tired. I think it's mainly because of the heat. Then again, I have not really gone like a lot of sleep, I guess, but I think it's mainly because of the heat. The heat recently has now started to gradually build up, which is horrifying. With the amount of like sudden amounts of heat that we've been getting, I'm actually kind of scared for how hot it's going to be later in like December, because it's only November. Like, God forbid what January and February is going to bring us later on. It's going to probably be hot as hell for, like, God knows how long. So, I might as well get prepared for that. I don't think I can even fit, like, my air conditioner or, like, a portable air conditioner anymore. Because there's, like, no space for, like, for it to, like, go into my room, which is kind of yikes. There might be, like, other methods I can think of to, like, help lower the amount of, like, heat that comes into this room. But unless I can persuade my parents or really anyone to like allow us to have like a permanent air conditioner, that's still not going to be on the table, unfortunately. Alright, fill this area here. Might as well get rid of the white glass over here just to make things a little bit more neater. Oh, I just realized this road's just gonna be kind of like, kind of squished thanks to this stupid basalt pillar over here. So that's lovely. That's a lovely sort of experience to deal with. Let's probably like have it touch around through here and then make a bit of a right angle turn. Just simple turns will be fine because I really don't want to work on like very weird curvy like turns in the roads yet until we get all the buildings set up. Alright, there we go. Good old nether stuff. Apparently this is a Monument Valley sort of like soundtrack. That's also pretty nice to listen to. Alright, there we go. Finally, that's completely opened. Ah, frick. There goes that piece of white glass. Keep like switching to like the wrong bloody key to like break them. God damn it. Need to make sure like I definitely would still need to get used to this keyboard because it's not like the flat keys that I'm used to with like my Logitech G8 18. I can't remember what the model is because it's such a very God, like Logitech names for like products can be very like weird. Not really weird, but like they're often like just it's not I don't know, it's really consistent, I would say. So it's hard to really identify easily what that model of like thing is. So unless I can actually remember or see what the model is again, then again I probably like highlighted it down in like my specs sheet or whatever like that for my computer specs panel. So probably I'm just blind and also stupid for memorizing not anything. God, my brain's hurting right now. I'm both tired and also this heat is beginning to kill me. Oh well. Still some more roads to like deal with. We got a couple of plots of land we can work around, and I have to also deal with these guys over here from like ruining my life a couple of times, multiple times I guess. Oh my gosh, just leave me alone. Alright, oh my gosh. Just get bonked, thank you very much. Alright, let's see what buildings can we get around through here. We got 2 major like plots over here that we can fit multiple buildings. This one most likely would be 1 building, but I think we might also add 2, but who knows. This one's definitely 1 because it's pretty small, so that's a pretty good start for like how the plots of land are going to be looking at. So yeah, let's make this into like a multi-building sort of like plot of land, I guess. I feel like 70% of the entire city is just going to be nothing but pathways, which is, I mean, that's pretty much what a city is, honestly. Unless you're able to like condense it even further, but whatever. How you doing, by the way, Dr. Tortoise? Hope your day's been doing pretty nice. Welcome back. So why is 𝗶𝗶 not like an emote? So it was working before. No idea. Anyway, Narnia Lioness, sorry, Narnia Lioness. How you doing, by the way, mate? With a party rate of 11. Charging in from Narnia. How you doing, by the way, Narnia Lioness? Hope your day's been doing pretty nice, and hopefully your stream's been doing pretty well as well, mate. How you doing, by the way? How you guys doing from like Narnia's stream as well? Hope you guys are doing pretty nice. Welcome to Fox's Hardcore World. This is a 2-year-old hardcore world that we've been working on for, yeah, 2 years. And we're currently working on a nice sort of like chill, I mean, it's not really chill because it's in the freaking nether. But like we're working on like a nether city project. If you want to know more, you can do !project or !building. But yeah, how are you doing, by the way, Narnia? Hope your day's been doing pretty nice. Alright, anyway, let's go over here. Dr. Tortoise, I highly recommend you read the Redemption, or not the read the Redemption, but like the description, and it should tell you a little bit about what the Enderman ear check is. But the TLDR is that it's no, frick me. How do I turn this into a TLDR? I just realized that like if I have to explain this to someone who never heard of like the meme of Enderman ear check, how do you do this to like someone who has never heard of it before. Imagine ear rape to your ears, but it's Enderman. That's all I can really say. Anyway, it was good. Got some builds done and built a 10 chest auto sorter. Nice. Hopefully you're gonna expand that a little bit further as well, because you can do well over 10 chests in like auto sorting. But hey, you big pog though, mate. So yeah, glad to hear that's been doing pretty well. What the frick is this building going to be? I actually did say that I want this to be multiple buildings, so how many should I split? Maybe 3. One directly in the middle over here, and another one that's just gonna go over here, maybe? Mega says, hey Fox, I just started doing my own hardcore streams. Good for you. Hopefully that's going pretty well. But also no self-advertisements, please. Alright, anyway, let's get into some more work, I guess. I'm gonna presume, Narnia, you've also been playing on like a hardcore world of some kind, so hopefully that's been doing pretty nice. This is like a survival world, and that's also pretty okay as well. Or SMP. I've heard like a lot of people also been playing a lot of SMPs as well, so it's whatever. Anyway, it's also cool for you. Freaking me, I can't speak shite. It's also cool for you to being part of like ANZ Subfest as well, indeed. Hopefully I'm gonna be prepared for like a crap ton of subathon streams again. Because I feel like the only way that I can really push like people to like subscribe and like give subs and whatnot is to do a subathon. And I mean, it worked last time. Last like major like Subfest or Bitfest event we did with ANZ, Twitch ANZ was pretty successful by just like torturing myself doing a subathon stream. So hopefully it's gonna be pretty alright. Anyway, 2 people want me to know what are some tips to help them survive in their hardcore world or start their hardcore world. Number 1, get the best armor as soon as you can, whether it's diamond armor or netherite armor, either one, like as soon as possible. It's going to help you a lot in avoiding a lot of very common ways of people dying, whether it's like fall damage or dying to a creeper and stuff like that. Getting like the best enchanted like diamond or netherite armor is always key. And I would also recommend making sure that what's the major advice I would always give? Like, also make sure, how do I not remember, like, some important details? I guess also making sure that getting an elytra as soon as you possibly can, and, like, a totem of undying is going to be really, really useful as well. Because with, like, elytra, you basically get rid of, like, one of the major, like, killers to, like, people's hardcore worlds, and that's fall damage. Unless you don't know how to land with your elytra properly, then you still might die from fall damage. But not all that can still be negated with using a totem of undying, but of course if you fall into the void, that's not going to do anything for you. So just make sure you also know the limits of what your gear has. But that's just some tips I can give like straight out of my head. Probably not great, but better than nothing, I guess. Okay, so I want to split this building. How in the bloody hell do I split this building into like 2 now? I just realized this probably is not a great idea. Building like a bit of an extrusion over here. So let me just like narrow this down maybe a little bit and have that just like positioned over here instead. That might work. Also, no hardcore, Pyro's SMP. I'm currently playing with some friends. That's pretty pog then. So hopefully you're having some pretty nice fun with your friends then. But yeah, you can never be too careful while playing hardcore stuff. It's always about like being prepared for like the worst case scenario. Or as much as you can, really. There's only so much you can really do to like prevent yourself from dying, but usually a lot of people's deaths also come from like the fact that we get too like complacent for how like vulnerable we are, I guess. So it's always also like about like evaluating your risk about like going anywhere in like the world and all that stuff. Like don't head on against a warden if you're not fully prepared to fight it, or better yet, just don't fight it, because it's just such an unnecessary risk. That's also another thing I would always give as like a tip, is just to avoid unnecessary risk. Because if you make a single mistake, well, say goodbye to your hardcore world. That's gonna be gone, I guess, forever, unless you have a backup, I guess. But still, it's gonna suck. Alright, so let's add ourselves a road over here. Not a road, like a pathway entrance over to this building here. We're definitely gonna need to like extrude this area a little bit, so we're gonna add some quartz pillars over here, all the way up towards over here. A nice double door entrance would be pretty nice. Alright, I need to make sure I don't move too much because my freaking bloody controls are messed up still. Okay, there we go. Open that up, adding some white glass over here, perfect. And there we go. A nice sort of entrance for this sort of building, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna leave that open for now because that's where we're gonna have like some walls over there. How do I want this to be structured? I guess we're gonna make this bit of like an intrusion around this edge over here, just for whatever reasons. 3 jerseys. How you doing, by the way? 3 jerseys. Hope your day's been doing pretty nice. God, I really need to like stretch my back a little bit. It's really like stiff, I guess? Not stiff, but like tense. But yeah, I hope your day's been doing pretty nice so far. 3 jerseys. Okay, you just literally spawned in like a horde of like hoglins waiting for me to die. I appreciate that game. I highly appreciate that. I appreciate that game. Alright, bonk, bonk. And you all need to die. Thank you very much. And I'm getting completely and utterly owned by these idiots. Alright, you get bowed to death. That's the eventual like reality that you guys have to deal with. Alright. Anyway, you're gonna get some dinner, BRB. No worries then, mate. Hopefully you get some nice dinner. Bonk, bonk. Thank you. Alright, throw this away. Alright, let's see. Which building we're working on over here? Right over here, right. Okay, we can kind of like extend this by a little bit. Also just realize I need to have like an accent block go around through here like that, or else it's not going to work very well. So alright, so we need to have this slightly extruded like so. And hopefully that's going to look pretty neat. I swear to God, if it doesn't, then yeah, we're pretty much screwed. Alright, there we go. Nice sort of like single block entrance over here would be pretty nice. Then we can add all of the blocks that will indicate where like the actual building walls are going to be. And hopefully that'll look pretty okay. Make a mob switch. I would not really go for a mob switch, because mainly like making a mob switch just disables spawning completely in general. Or mob spawning in general, because yeah, it's very tedious, and also sometimes it can also break. Like, I also remember, like, so many people, like, having their, like, mob switches being broken when they updated 1.18. It was very funny. But at the same time, like, I don't really get making a mob switch. Like, I mean, I can understand the need to, like, get rid of, like, all hostile mobs, so that way you don't die to something really stupid, but at the same time, you just kind of just tell all the most dangerous, like, things to, like, deal with in your hardcore world just to frick off. Like, you're just not making it any dangerous anymore for your world. Like, I just don't get it for me. Like, it's honestly just down to personal preference, I guess, for how people want to use it. Eden, how you doing, by the way, Eden? God, I can't talk properly. I hope you're doing pretty well so far, though, Eden. Hope your days have been doing pretty nice. Alright, is that hoglin just slowly walking towards me? Like, what the frick? Why do they always have to, like, become very whack all of a sudden? Alright, and a wall over here. Am I missing anything? I can't really place down too much, like, I can't really place down so much, like, basalt pillars everywhere, so I guess we'll just have to, like, deal with whatever like, layout we have around through here, I guess. But hey, at least we're able to fit like 3 different types of buildings over here, which is pretty sick. I like the sort of roundish sort of like shape of this building. Alright, let's see over here. What the frick are we going to build over here? I think we could be able to fit 2. Yeah, 2 buildings around through here. That'll just surround a bit of like this edge of the cliff face and the road here. So hopefully this will look pretty nice. And if not, then yeah, we're just going to suffer. Anyway, time for chill vibes. If you guys like some chill vibes and just want to relax or lurk in the stream, then that's all good for you, for us, honestly. You guys do whatever you guys want to do, as long as it doesn't involve anything too wacky. We're just gonna chill. Yeah, I wouldn't really want to go for like a mob switch, really. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, it looks pretty alright. I mean, the perimeter looks pretty okay, so we can actually like kind of work with this sort of like a cliff edge over here. Let me just quickly get rid of all of the red glass we still have over here. Blah. There we go. We need more gray glass. There we go. That'll highlight all of the sort of edges. And I also need more black glass. Jesus, we're getting kind of broke all of a sudden. There we go. Alright, continuing on over here, you can get completely owned in the distance. Alright, back to some more work, I guess. Also forgot to put like an orange glass over here. There we go. Hopefully this is gonna look pretty nice. How the frick would I split this into two different buildings? I mean, I guess one of them is gonna be like somewhere. Well, how would I split this into two different buildings? I guess probably something like straight across around through here would make a bit of sense, and we can treat this as a bit of like an entranceway for that building entirely. So that could kind of work. But yeah, this seems a bit. This would seem a little bit tedious to get right, but oh well. Good old building mechanics sometimes is just gonna have to work like this. Also, why did I swap like blocks with my offhand? Alright, there we go. Yeah, looking pretty good. Would there be enough space for people to walk through here? I think there should be enough space. It's a bit narrow on this end, so I'm going to get rid of the glass block over there. But overall, it seems to be pretty alright. So this is where the entrance for this building is going to be. Just fine by us. There we go. No, it's going to be like an edge, like sort of like an entrance as well, which is going to be a bit jarring. But, oh well, it's going to work, I guess. The entrance for this building would have to be over here, because it would make less sense if it isn't. Ah, frick off. Jesus. Thank you. Freaking blade piglins all over the place. Alright, there we go. Hopefully that's going to be formatted pretty well, because I swear to God, it looks ugly. Maybe, yeah, adding a pillar over there might look pretty good. There we go. Looking pretty okay-ish. I'm gonna hope it looks pretty okay, because some of the edges here look a bit too narrow. Oh, actually, yeah, it looks pretty alright, actually. Never mind. Looking pretty good, I guess. Would I want to expand a little bit of this area? Maybe? Just make this a little bit more interesting. I'm gonna move the pillar over here. And see how that will work with like the rest of the buildings over here. No, it's really great music. I always love listening to music like this. Alright, nope. I want some green, or not green, orange glass. Holy frick, I'm really that bad at like identifying blocks. Would this look good? Having like this sort of weird like a layout of like glass and stuff like that, or blocks all over the place. I mean, it might work. It kind of worked, I think, during one of the buildings I for one of the buildings I have for 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶. So technically, it might be all right. Sometimes I'm really indecisive when it comes to like how like the wall like layouts are, but oh well. I'll call it the lamb music. But yeah, looking pretty alright, I guess. This is kind of bothering me, but whatever, I'm not gonna really think too much about it. But overall, it's not too bad. Could we add some basalt pillars to the edges to make it a little bit more, not fanciful, but like a bit more detailed in some way? Don't know if it would work, because some of the areas here would not really work very well with that, but who knows? Add some basalt pillars over here. Another one over here. And maybe for like this entranceway over here, I guess. Yeah. I think that looks pretty alright. Maybe one over here just for good charm, I guess. Alright, so that's 2 buildings over there, 3 buildings over here. That looks pretty good. How you doing, by the way, Phoenix, Australia? Hope you're doing pretty nice. Hope your day's been doing pretty well. What the frick is the temperature? 25 degrees. Jesus. It's already getting like warm in this stupid bloody room. Frick you, bloody summer heat, even though it's like November. So not even fully summer yet, but whatever. Frick you, summer heat. Jersey says, how old is this world? This hardcore world is over 2 years old. If I can get the exact age, I think it's like around 2 years and 5 months, as far as I know, because it's not December yet. And I started this world on June 10th of 2020, so it should be around like 2 years and, yeah, 5 months. So that's pretty much how old this world is. Almost 2.5 years, which is pretty pog. Hopefully able to last like up to like my 3rd year, unless I make a very grave mistake, but yeah, should be pretty confident in how long this world is going to last, hopefully. Have you had any close calls before? I mean, this is my 10th totem, so definitely were a lot of close calls. Let's see. Let's go and add some. I cannot build over there, so that's gonna have to be like left alone, unfortunately. Then a pillar over there, or actually over there, maybe? Yeah, pillar over there, and a pillar over there, and a pillar over there. Okay, let's see how that goes then. I'm the guy that uses a totem for fun. I should stop that. Yeah. Good usage of totems. I mean, unless you have a raid farm, then sure, then maybe you can waste a crap ton of totems, but since I don't usually focus on like making a raid farm, I really don't have the luxury of just wasting so much totems. Then again, I don't know if people would always like want to keep doing that or something like that, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty fair then, Phoenix. Alright, we'll build an entrance over here. Walls over here to indicate where all of the blocks would go. Also, I cannot even see. I don't know if you guys can tell. There actually is no way you can see the black glass out of this like like custom texture pack HUD of some kind. It looks almost invisible. It's visible over here, but on the HUD it looks completely hidden, which is pretty freaky. Oh well. I mean, it's pretty interesting though. Okay, so I need some spare netherrack because I need to expand a little bit of the cliff face nearby because I think that area is a bit too narrow for our building here. So we're just gonna borrow some netherrack, or not really borrow, but use up some netherrack and fix up some things around here. You can do exclamation mark building or exclamation mark project if you want to know what we're working on right now, Phoenix, Australia, or Phoenix, Oz. But the TLDR is that we're working on a nether city. Alright, let's see if I don't burn myself to death. Thank you. Appreciate that game. Alright, there we go. Yeah, oh, I see, indeed. I didn't want to do... Okay, whatever. I need to get rid of this. This is not the area of the cliff face I need to work on, so I need to get rid of this now. I'm on fire now. Great. Well, that's what happens when you don't use your eyes properly. There we go. Can you just chill out in the distance? Just chill. Anyway, Casper says, how's the city planning going? Pretty much smoothly, I guess. I don't know if the word smoothly will be a good word, but like honestly, I think we've been doing pretty well so far with the city planning stuff. We've just been pretty much like going in like a steady rhythm with like setting up all the buildings, and everything's been, yeah, overall it's been pretty chill so far. So that's good, I guess. Let's put another like pillar over here, a bit of an extrusion, and have like another pillar there. Maybe like another entrance. We can turn this into like a bit of like a restaurant or a shop of some kind, which might be pretty handy. Alright, Alright, anyway, homie, I'm gonna have you on the second monitor, and good luck and have fun. No worries then, Phoenix. Hopefully you get some good rest then soon, or whatever like that, and hope you have a pretty nice rest of your day, mate. It's like evening in Australia as far as I know, so you guys hopefully have a good evening. Alright. Still going strong, hopefully. I don't know whether I will be able to stream for like long periods of time anymore thanks to this stupid heat. Because it's going to be really unbearable after like a few hours, I guess, with this temperature. Is it currently like 5 p.m. for you? No, it's currently like almost 9 here in New Zealand, so it's definitely a little bit later here. I'm getting a little bit tired, but I think it's because of the heat. The heat here has been slowly building up, and I hate this stupid room for a lot of reasons, but yeah. So far, I'm just gonna hopefully scrape by like an hour and 45 minutes, but I don't know how long I'll be able to last today's stream. It's getting slowly and slowly warmer by the day. It's just really annoying. Anyway, I'm in Sweden, it's currently morning, so that's pretty nice. And also, I forgot 2 hours ahead, not behind, indeed. Yeah, it's very bizarre just having to be living in the future compared to Australia. Yes, I heard about the book dupe glitch. I mean, it's pretty funny, but at the same time, I don't think it's gonna last very long, considering it's a snapshot and whatnot. But still, it's pretty funny. Anyway, the heat is getting unbearable for real. Yeah, like compared to like last year, the heat was already unbearable as it was. So to know that it's definitely gonna be unbearable for this year, oh boy, we're freaking doomed as a species. But we're doomed as a species. We're gonna soon die, I guess. Duping on hardcore, I mean, it really depends. Like, if a project requires needing the use of TNT duping and sand duping, then I can see the justification for that, because it's either that or you do that manually, and then you would probably suffer for quite some time. But I would usually not resort towards like any item duping mainly, because it would be a bit cheaty, I guess. But if it's like something that's very grindy, like for the need of concrete and stuff like that, then that's still an option I can go for if I don't want to like suffer with doing stuff manually. TNT duping, though, it's been pretty well regarded as being like a kind of canon dupe of some kind. It's only like a one-time sort of like duplication thing for blowing stuff up. So yeah, so far like I think TNT duping is perfectly fine as far as I know. And also like the Minecraft devs have like said multiple times, or like protected this sort of like idea of TNT duping multiple times in the past, so they just wanted it to just be there because there isn't a proper like vanilla version for that. So it's just there. It's as an option. But for item duping, I'm not too sure really. Let's go over here again. But yeah, sand duping has been like a thing for like quite some time, so at the same time, I wouldn't really be too needing of it, but if I need it for like a big project that requires a crap ton of glass, something that's bigger than this or something like that, or actually concrete's more tedious to make, then definitely that would be an option I could still go for. Let's go and go in this direction. Yeah, basically, like, there's no proper vanilla version or, like, option or something like that for us to have TNT duping for, yeah, vanilla mechanics and stuff like that, or there isn't a proper mechanic vanilla Minecraft that allows, like, TNT duping similar to, like, what proper TNT duping is. So, that's why they're not really touching it that much. Which makes sense, because people can use TNT duping to, like, do a lot of major projects anyway, and it's gonna save a lot of time with excavation. So, that's a good reason why people don't want to, like, get rid of that. It's a huge time saver. I'm gonna get rid of this one stack of netherrack. Exactly a stack, by the way, which is interesting. Get rid of that stack of netherrack real quick, so we can free up a little bit of inventory space. Everything else looks pretty alright, so we can go back over here. And let's see here. Let's add some corner like quartz pillars over here, and hopefully that looks pretty good. Would that look pretty neat? I have no idea. I don't know if these buildings are gonna look pretty nice by the end of everything, but hopefully it would. Alright, get completely bonked, thank you very much. Thank you. Alright, there we go. Looking pretty alright so far. Need to throw this away. How much more buildings do we still need to do right now? I don't think there really is like a lot of plots we can still fully work with unless we go in the other direction now. I think we're pretty much almost done with this area actually, so we're making some pretty solid progress right now. I'm not gonna touch this area yet because of these freaking idiots, so I might figure out something later on in the future for this. Maybe like a wall of some kind to like barricade against those freaking idiots over there. We'll see. Have you messed with the Deep Dark at all? I know like hardcore players that refuse to. I mean, most hardcore players that I know have just been touching the Warden all the time, which I find to be very humorous, but also very stupid. And also a lot of people have been asking me to like also fight the Warden multiple times, and I don't want to. But like at the same time, like for the Deep Dark and like I would just focus on the ancient city and like also the properties behind it, because it so far is the only as far as I know, like the only like structure area where like no like normal mobs are able to spawn except bats. And also like I guess the Warden, I guess, if you have like surviving natural shriekers and whatnot. But it might be a very useful area for like an underground build of some kind in the future. So that's gonna be pretty interesting. But at the same time, I'm not gonna be in like the same boat as like other hardcore streamers that just farm the Warden just for the lulz, because it's just way too risky. There's too much risk that you're gonna like give by just like playing with the Warden like that. I mean, I'm surprised that people haven't completely died from that, but at the same time, it's also a bit too risky. So I'm not gonna really touch on that sort of like way of handling the Warden until like far in the future, maybe. All right. Anyway. I mean, so far, like, my main objectives was to, like, just spawn-proof the entire, like, ancient city. I was able to defuse, like, I believe, like 99% of, like, the shriekers around, like, the ancient city, so technically I can go back to that city and do some actual work over there in the future if I wanted to. But then again, I have no idea if there's any more shriekers that are left over, and that might probably end my hardcore world if I just deal with that, I guess. But so far, things are looking pretty good. Don't you need a Warden for how did we get here, though? For the darkness effect, yeah. So you would need to, like, somehow move the Warden from there, or set up, like, a station there to, like, get the how do you get there, how you get here achievement and stuff like that. I would not go for it, though, because it's just such a very tedious sort of, like, advancement to get. I mean, it's nice, but at the same time, it's not really strictly necessary. It's just there for the flex for the most part. So I'm just going to leave it as it is, honestly, or just not really touch it on any sort of basis. No, I left the Abyssal Pillar over there, which is fine. Right, so how in the bloody heck do I address this building here? I don't even have an entranceway for this place. Like, this has to be like a pretty big building, but I have no idea what this building is going to be. So, yeah, this is going to be a bit awkward for us to work with, but oh well. Hopefully we come up with some sort of like creative solution for this place. Might be pretty useful for something in the future maybe, but I have no idea. Alright, see you later, Denser Mail. Alright, let's make a nice sort of like one-door entrance, which is fine. For like a building this size, I would find it pretty funny to only have like a single door entrance. But oh well, it kind of works in some ways. At the same time, I could see myself splitting this building, but I don't want to touch it that much. Anyway, it's Adam. How you doing, by the way? It's Adam. Welcome to the Fox Army. Hope your day's been doing pretty well. Oh god, how in the bloody hell do I want this to work? Anyway, my crush told me that you're a wholesome streamer. She is also a big fan and also a really shy person. Please say hello to her so I can impress her. Hello to Maya Nush. I know, by the way, Maya. Also, is it Sonic music? Yes, this is Sonic music. Specifically, Sonic Colors. I love the chiptune musics of, I love the chiptune tracks in this sort of like playlist. Or, not playlist, OST. There we go. But yeah, hopefully Maya Nush is doing okay, I guess. It's Adam. Hope you're doing alright. Yeah, I don't think it's really too, like, inappropriate, hopefully. I don't even know what the words are going to be. But anyway. I don't think I've missed too much of this area. I feel like we can actually add like a separation over here so there will be 2 buildings, but I don't know if I want to split this into 2 buildings. I kind of like it to just be one whole building, I guess. But what is this building going to be? I'm still clueless, so might as well just experiment with like ideas or some ideas for what this building could be in the future, I guess. In the meantime, yeah, we're probably gonna leave it for now, I guess, for this entire like build over here. Actually, let's add like another door over here, because it would make a little bit of sense if there was like another entrance over here, maybe. We'll be a little bit like off center because this is like an odd number of like ways to entry, so an odd number might be working pretty well. Alright, looking pretty alright by the looks of it, unless I'm missing something completely out of this entire place, but for the most part it looks pretty alright, hopefully. So we got most of the buildings like now fully like laid out for like areas over here and over here, which is nice. So we still have like a lot more areas over here that we need to cover, so that's gonna be our next objective to deal with. But anyway, tactical cactuses. How you doing, by the way? Yeah, tactical cactuses. Hope your day's been doing pretty nice. Anyway, what's the temperature looking like right now? 24.9. It's just slowly going down, which is a good sign. But I want to keep streaming though, because I'm kind of scared that it might start to get a little bit too warm after a while. My hands are way too warm, and also my feet are getting way too warm as well. So I'm kind of scared about how warm this freaking room is going to be slowly turning into. But I guess I can probably call it, I'm sorry, probably would just like call it now to like end it for today's stream, I guess, because we made like a lot of good progress. And honestly, if I'm able to like do a lot more progress in like a short amount of time, I'm perfectly fine with that. Because pretty much we're done with like all the buildings around through in this section over here for now. And all our main focus now is having to build buildings over here. And also start working the terraces, which I have no idea how we're going to structure buildings for, so that's going to be something that we need to deal with in the future. But we'll eventually figure it out, I guess. We'll eventually figure it out. Anyway, Tactical Cactuses says, what's going on? You can do !project or !building to know what we're doing right now. But the TLDR is pretty much we're working on another city. But yeah, so far all the road layouts look pretty good. All the building layouts look pretty alright. There isn't anything too offensive that I have caught my eye, so pretty much everything has been pretty alright. I should probably add some basalt pillars over here though, I forgot about that. Just some minor like basalt pillars all over the place. Yeah, over here. And probably just these edges over here, which is fine. Do 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 do. Yeah, it looks pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna probably call it for tonight a little bit early for today's stream, I guess. I mean, similar to like last stream that I did for like the last Hardcore World stream, I just ended a little bit early, just because of how warm it's been slowly turning into this stupid room. So I might just call it for a bit of an early stream today, just to avoid not getting too exhausted with the heats, and probably just relax a little bit, because pretty much we've been doing like a lot of good progress to this entire city. I'll definitely need to deal with this area eventually in the future, but pretty much like we're pretty much done with this sort of section of the builds, or not the build, but like with all the planning and stuff like that, and we just had to continue on over there. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed this very wacky stream, I highly recommend you join the very wacky Discord server, which Tactical Cactuses has already joined or got the link for anyway. But if you wanted to, I can't talk properly anymore. If you want to get notified immediately when we go live next time, I highly recommend you join the very wacky Discord server, so that way you get notified immediately when we go live next time. And also, if you want to take a look at my other socials, you can do !socials, or I'll just do it right now, or go to FoxNZ.net to see like other socials I have, so that way you can get more content, I guess. And also there's a VODs channel if you do !VODs in the chat as well. So if you want to see my VODs channel, take a look at that. At least all the streams are going to be over there if you want to watch them from YouTube and not Twitch. But that's all up to you. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Be nice, be chill, and I'll hopefully get some good rest, and I'll be back with another stream again tomorrow at the same time. Look at that face.